gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
55. Wrap it.
Get it.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
You can't block me.
General West.
You can't block me.
Watch the safety creep.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
No doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Undercrush, now.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's go now. 30 base.
55. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check.
Put up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. White 25.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Come on. Sunday.
He's coming, double up. Shoot. Back. Wait. He's coming. We got double.
Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pick your game up.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
First down, Dallas. Ready.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give, right side. Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check the call.
Try to punch it in with Taylor, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You ready?
55. Hey, eat. He don't know no better.
5.
55's my guy.
Ready?
On the draw, it's Pollard, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Number 52.
Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ballgame. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Spiller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check tight end, check tight. Come. Hey, check Mike 21.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe we're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Now.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Check 52. Note 61. Matchbox 5.
They run with Spiller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Spiller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A lot of tight ends.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often, 2nd and 24. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, Orbit, get it.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now left side on the swing pass.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
You go. 90 volts. X3. 2AC. Chopper. Score. 5.
Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
70, Indy.
Watch the run.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, here's Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready? Flag! What do that?
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. Yep. Other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up a throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Back to throw now on second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Jameis now on first down. He completes it to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jaguars 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 31. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
You must be dreaming. Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for Dallas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll look to get back on track next week.
come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be